and welcome to the Reliaquest Bowl, a part of Capital One Bowl Mania on a sunsplash Wednesday afternoon this New Year's Eve. Iowa Hawkeyes coming in at 8-4. All four losses by a single possession coming against ranked foes. Vanderbilt at 10-2. The Commodores believe they should have been a playoff team this season. A lot to prove, a lot of chips on the shoulders of both of these teams. Middle of the pack in the Big Ten. Reliaquest sent Jacob Gill in motion. Vanderbilt showing pressure, and here they come. Reliaquest side swipes, stays alive. Bobbing and weaving, and there's a big-time run lane into plus territory. Mark Reliaquest. Oh, it's what the big fella does at 235, and he rumbles for a big gain and a first down into the red zone.
One thing that Vanderbilt is known for is having a lot of guys at the line of scrimmage, but Miles Capers is going to miss that tackle, number 29. Mark Reliaquest is an elusive quarterback. Yes, he's big, strong, and thick, but he has a level of speed that people underestimate. That's what we're seeing early in this game.
Boy, fan says it's quite warm. Thank you very much. Making a long trek down from Iowa City. Great crowd on hand here in Tampa, home of the Buccaneers. Second and short. Moulton straight ahead, right up the gut across the goal line. And Kamari into the end zone. He's the kind of player, Sam, that's never had a bad day. All smiles all the time. Battled a shoulder injury early in the season. He has bounced back in a major way, and a fast start for the Hawkeyes out of the Big Ten. Right down the field, sparked by the 42-yard run by Reliaquest. Drew Stevens, a South Carolina native from North Augusta, bangs home the extra point. And it's 7-0 just like that. Certainly draftable. Headed to the 2026 NFL Draft next April. Play action, Pavia back to the air. Richie Hoskins, big completion towards midfield. Well, play action, you think about what Tim Beck's offense is all about. They are crafty, sleight of hand in the backfield with Pavia leading that charge.
But they love things to be spread out. That's what Diego Pavia loves. It looks like a tight formation, but he wants to get that ball out quick. He wants to see what the defense is in and then put his players in the best position to get explosive plays.
Pavia directing traffic, finally gets the snap. There comes the blitz, and down he goes. Shire was shot out of a cannon. And the sack all the way back in Vanderbilt territory. Native Patterson, also native the Sunshine State. It's Moulton who's back on the field. Little stutter step and a nifty move. First down, Iowa. Moulton tripped up from behind, just shy of midfield.
Going back to that offensive line. Look at that, just a stretch play, then a beautiful cutback, and then Kamari Moulton, he sets up the safety. And
for Reliaquest on 2nd and 14. Vanderbilt showing pressure, passes caught. Tight end stays on his feet. There he goes. Vanderbilt. It'll be first down and goal. DJ off to the races, and old number 81, the leading receiver coming into this game, explodes for 51.
And he scooped that one off of the ground. DJ Vanderbilt, the tight end, the pass was low. He doesn't go to the ground. He uses his hand to keep himself up. Missed tackle by Marlon Sewell, and all of a sudden, about 50 yards later, Iowa's down in the red zone once again.
So 2 big plays on consecutive drives for the Hawkeyes. One by Reliaquest. Vanderbilt, massive tight end, supplying the electricity and the gas. The next possession. Reliaquest, end zone, batted around, and it was caught off the carom. Are you serious? Martel Height.
Really on the field is an interception in end zone for a touchback. It's first down, Vanderbilt.
Sam, it pinballed around, it felt like, for an eternity in the heart of the end zone.
Shades of the Super Bowl, right? With the Seahawks, the Patriots, and that ball was on target, just dropped, and then Martel Height off of the bobble gets the interception.
Caleb Barnett went in motion, twirled around, now comes set. Pavia retreats. Pavia brought down. Carson Shire again. And what a start for old number 43. Senior from Iowa Falls, Iowa. His program, his alma mater, and all the growth that we've seen. Pavia, near side, Sherrill stays on his feet. Junior Sherrill's going to pick up the first down. Here goes Alexander. Pavia across the middle, delivers a strike and enough for another first down. Well, the late dive, T.J. Hall. Trey Richardson making the grab to extend the drive. 1 of 12 this season from 41 yards. And Taylor able to pound it right through. So Vanderbilt on the board, halfway home in our second quarter. 7-3, the Hawkeyes with the lead. He's still very much engaged, and he said, you know what, we'll press the reset button right after this game. Take a look in the portal, figure out what we want to do with these 27 seniors. And we know what Vanami wants to do. Another big play. He's only a redshirt freshman. Now his second season calling plays for the Hawkeyes. The points per game has been enormous. Backside pressure, there's a sack. The ball pops out. Who jumped on top of it? Commodores think that they have it. Bryce Cohen forced the fumble on the blindside hit. And also jumped on top of it, according to his Vanderbilt teammates. And let's see, they'll unpack the pile.
Rolling on the field is a fumble recovered by the offense. It's third down.
And the Hawkeyes were able to maintain possession.
I don't know how. We'll start with the sack by Bryce Cohen. Beats a tackle off the edge. This is beautiful. You go and get the quarterback's arm. So that's a sack, a fumble, and a tackle for loss. I thought that he got it, but Gronowski got his right hand in there and stole the ball from Bryce Cohen.
Back in Tampa, 2nd and 10 after the 2-minute timeout. Diego Pavia, that's a slant and a first down. Powering run by Junior Sherrill. Breaking through that initial contact a little. And so far, advantage Big Ten here. 3rd and 15. More pressure. Pavia is going to be bottled up again. Ethan Hurkett got there first, his second sack of the half. And the race to the quarterback is officially on for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
And it is a race. That's the best way to put it. Ethan Hurkett, number 49, had a spin move, but Max Llewellyn, number 48, had a spin move on the other side. Llewellyn's on the left, Hurkett's on the right. Beautiful spin moves. That's what we call film review.
Also on the ESPN app. Caden Weegan awaiting the punt for Harbor. He's going to try to run with it for a moment. And then a late delivery on 4th and 27, the right call. He was just testing the waters that time, trying to make sure that Weegan didn't have a chance for one of his trademark returns. I thought he was going to take off for a moment.
But the question is, did he cross the line of scrimmage before that ball was punted?
Oftentimes you hear about the quarterback crossing the line of scrimmage. I don't know that I can remember a kicker doing something like that in a punting situation ever. We await the official word from Nate Black.
Ruling on the field is that the ball was kicked beyond the line of scrimmage. By rule, that results in a legal kick. Kicking team. By rule, that's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. It'll be first down, Iowa.
So we bring in Jerry McGinn, our rules expert. Jerry, that's essentially like a turnover.
Exactly, it is. The play actually should have been shut down because as soon as he crosses the line and kicks it, then the play is dead. So look for the clock to be reestablished to when he kicked it. So replay is going to look at that, and so it should be like 45 seconds on the game clock.
That's almost a 60-yard difference in field position for the Hawkeyes. Front pylon, and it was caught for the touchdown. Reese Vanderzee, yes sir. Above and beyond.
Who told you that I wouldn't have our receivers? They might grow him down there. Reese Vanderzee over Martell Height. gets both feet in bounds.
Sam, that's good on Sundays. With the body control, the hands, and understanding he was running out of real estate. Brilliantly executed. The second touchdown grab of the season for the sophomore. You think about their season, Sam, their 4 losses all by a single score coming against ranked foes. So they were there against Indiana. They were there against Oregon. Some fourth quarter magic for those other 2 teams in the Big Ten, and that was the difference.
Regardless of his past success, he earned it all.
Handoff, full head of steam, busting right up the gut is Moulton. And a first down for Kamari, already a touchdown in this game for the Florida native back in his home state. So was only able to really take part in drills beginning in the summer. They'll run the reverse, a little flea flicker. Gronowski looking end zone's got a man on the way. And Iowa, another touchdown. Vanami into pay dirt.
Gronowski is putting on a show. Talking about this being an NFL system. This is the Green Bay Packers offense. Tim Lester, the coordinator, was in the Packers last year. You see there's an 8-man box, 8 guys within the line of scrimmage, and that's a perfectly placed ball to tight end DJ Vanami by quarterback Mark Gronowski. If this is a game that NFL scouts are looking at, Gronowski's stock is rising.
Vanami, the leading receiver for the Hawkeyes coming into this game. Former walk-on and a high school quarterback. He played defense his last couple of years.
See this guy and winning his quarterback and gonna go in the NFL. It's like, no, he's a human. And this is his family. So great reporting, TD.
Diego Pavia back on the field. Pressure off the edge. Deep post pattern. Underneath it. Richardson right into the bucket and into the end zone. Lightning strikes with Diego Pavia. Never count out the Vanderbilt Commodores with Diego Pavia still on the football field, and Richardson from 75. The Commodores are right back in it. Brock Taylor on for the point after. Sam, had felt like Pavia just cocked the arm and fired the football as far as he possibly could, and Richardson just caught up to it right behind that Iowa secondary.
Vanderbilt had this play earlier in the game, but Diego Pavia underthrew it. This time, he gets as much air under it as he needs. And TJ Hall and Xavier Wampa both get beat.
Down by just 3, an onside kick, and boy, they had multiple chances to corral that onside kick. And here on the handoff, Joshua Singh brings down Patterson. He's going to lose 5. Is it Pavia time again? They'll roll him out into the flats and incomplete. And the pass was off target to Alexander on the 5-yard out. And the Hawkeyes get the football back after the turnover on downs.
Perfectly designed play by Tim Beck, but not executed by Diego Pavia. Cedric Alexander is open to the flat.
From 47. Native of North Augusta, South Carolina, in his senior campaign. And Stevens knocks it right through. Still a 2-score game, 24-10. 3:54 remaining here in our third quarter. Empty backfield this time. Diego Pavia fires another strike. That's the tight end Spence, still on his feet. Cole Spence tough to bring down and finally driven down. And he went for a ride that time. Saw this in the comeback in Austin against Texas that fell 3 points short. Pressure off the edge. Pavia still on his feet. Well, used the ball as a brace that time to maintain his balance. It's enough for a first down.
That's what makes him different. Could have been tackled for essentially short of the first down. But Bryce Hawthorne misses the tackle. Diego Pavia tucks it, makes a couple guys miss, and gets that first down. Tough running.
Pavia on second down. Pocket collapses again. On the move, on his feet. First down, Vanderbilt, and Pavia ducks away from trouble on that sideline. It'll be 1st and 10 for Vandy.
This is
Young, the running back. Pavia again. End zone again. This time it's a touchdown. McVay crossing the goal line with possession. That's one way to do it. His second catch of the year. And don't look now, but a one-score game in Tampa. Here come the Commodores.
got to be ready when your number is called. Joseph McVay, number 15, stepped up. I talked to one of the wide receiver coaches, Jordan Matthews, a Vanderbilt alum, and he says, man, these young guys are playing hard. The entire receiving room is following the leader of their quarterback.
McVay, just a sophomore. And all of a sudden, it's 24-17, and Diego Pavia in takeover mode in this third quarter suddenly. Under 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. What a game this has turned out to be in Tampa. Second down, Gronowski, quick strike, wide open in the seam. It's a first down and a lot more. Vanami strikes into Vandy territory, and a gain of 21.
Keep your eyes on number 10, Langston Patterson, the linebacker. He steps up, and Gronowski sees that, so he throws it right over Patterson's head. Throwing to empty space. You see Patterson step up, and there's that empty space.
Little tempo for the Hawkeyes. Quick strike. It's corralled again. At the 36, Jacob Gill. 23rd catch of the season. His first today. Been modest. On the ground, it's been a different story. But today, Sam, he's looked as good throwing the football as we've seen him. Now in some 4 games covering Mark Gronowski. Moulton into open space. Kamari Moulton. It'll be first down and goal for Iowa.
This offensive line is special. Logan Jones, the center, has an outstanding block. Boom, you roll back, get 2 guys, and then Moulton sets up the safety. I got a chance to be on the field before the game, and usually I watch the outside linebackers, pass rush, I watch kickers, etc. I was leaving the field, and I saw the offensive line and Logan Jones. I stopped, and I was like, man, these guys are together.
Again, our rules expert. Gronowski under center again on second and goal. Inside the 1-yard line, they'll try to shove him across. And it was Hayden Large that assisted Gronowski for the touchdown. And Iowa strengthens its lead here to start the fourth quarter. And for Mark Gronowski, his 16th rushing touchdown of the season. He has scored on the ground in 12 of Iowa's 13 games this year. A transfer from South Dakota State in search of career victory number 58 as a starting signal caller. The Hawkeyes extending that advantage. Now back to a 2-score game. Drew Stevens on for the point after. 31-17 the score. The Hawkeyes in search of that victory against a ranked foe, and the Gronowskis absolutely love this one.
Keeps the defense on their heels.
And Sam, there's still a ton of time left in this Reliaquest Bowl. Empty backfield for Pavia. He's been in rhythm. Wants another deep ball. Sherrill catches it at the 20. Brought down to the 15. Junior Sherrill. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Commodores after a gain of 47.
That was a 60-yard handoff. That's exactly what it was. You could have placed that ball any better. You could have walked down there and given it to him any better. Out.
Grayson, Knox, Graves. On second down, here's Pavia again. Pavia with real estate to the edge. Pavia to that corner end zone, and he is in for the touchdown. Diego Pavia on the ground. More magic. It's back to a 1-score affair in Tampa.
They act like you've been there before. Diego Pavia's like, yeah, I've been here before. I've been down before. I've been counted out before. but I know what I have within me. He knows he can outrun the defender, Jaden Harrell, number 41. He sees the gap, that B gap, that space, and now he says, okay, y'all thought this was over. Just give me a sec.
10th rushing touchdown of the season for Diego Pavia, 31st of his career, 31-24. Senior Mark Gronowski. Here comes the heat. Gronowski, the pump fake, and the delivery. That's a strike. Vanami again with a first down. Oh, the security blanket, number 81 in black and gold. He's been outstanding this season. 44-yard attempt. Not in the middle of the field, but close to it. Stevens on the way. Drew Stevens, clutch. 34-24. Back-to-back. Huge penalties. One on each side. Pavia steps up. Across the middle. There's Junior Sherrill. There he goes. Into Iowa territory. He'll step out of the 35. Well, Pavia reached back. He found the missile, and there was Sherrill. Iowa showing heat. Here they come. All angles. Pavia delivers another strike for a first down. Trey Richardson again. Into the red zone go the Commodores and a gain of 16 on 3rd and 10. In a 2-minute stoppage. And Taylor from 37, just inside the right hash, is going to sneak it through. So 34-27. Got to stockpile the box and prevent anything from happening on the ground for the Hawkeyes here. Gronowski wants to keep it. Oh, he faked him out, and Gronowski, a 9-yard gain on first down. That is significant. Langston Patterson prevented the first. And another outstanding block by the tight end, DJ Vonami. And in essence, this could be considered the game. Grown man football. They are stacked up at the line of scrimmage. There comes a penalty flag. Williams races. He'll pick up the first down into Vanderbilt territory. And let's check the flag. And it came out pretty quick.
Offside. Defense number 99. That penalty's declined. Result of the play. First down.
Well, we've seen it a couple of times. Helmets, hands in the neutral zone.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Number 99. In good ways and in bad. As him. And so he's changed college football. He's changed Vanderbilt. But now Iowa's the team walking off with the win.
Big victory for Kirk Ferentz's, his 11th bowl win for the Hawkeyes, a new Big Ten record. Clark Lee, an interesting offseason. The elite quarterback signed in Jared Curtis. He was practicing this week. It'll be a new team for the Commodores, clearly, in 2026. The Hawkeyes are Reliaquest Bowl champions. Our final score at 34-27.